So folks, hi again. Just thought oh shit, you see now I'm going the wrong way. It's funny, I'm not somebody who can what's it called when you can do things simultaneously, you know, multitask. I just can't multitask. I don't know, maybe I'm just too intense. Like I get too intense, and if I'm doing something, like I don't know, I try and be as present, I suppose, as I can be. And like, so I can't be talking on my cell phone while driving, while maybe having a cup of coffee or something like that. Not that I drink coffee so much, or having a cigarette. You know, I just can't be doing it. For myself, I'm just very simple. Hey? I don't know. That's why also I don't like driving. I don't enjoy it. It's such a stressful activity. Hey? And it's really dangerous in a way, or something or other. I don't know. It's not my strength. You can see there's a guy here who's asking for small change. He's collecting any garbage that you might have in your car, sort of, and for you to make a bit of a donation for him. There's plenty of these guys, so I try and keep a little bit of small change around so I can support them in a way. I mean, really, the few small coins for myself doesn't even touch sides, you know, and for him it can make a bit of a difference. Some people will agree with this, other people won't. Say, well, you're supporting the guy not getting a job or something like that, but I'm not bothered by that, you know. I just feel like I'm recognizing his situation, you know, and I'm considering him. I'm taking him into consideration, you know. Whatever. Thank you. You know, I don't know. Also depending on the people. I mean, and one guy the other day, a guy said to me, he was so drunk, and he said to me, "Look, man, I'm just so hungry. Please, don't give me money because I'm going to spend it on booze. Just buy me a loaf of bread or buy me something to eat." And I mean, I had some food in my car which I gave him, so that was fine. But yeah, you can say, well, everybody has a different way about this. You can say, look, this person should get a job, they're capable, or something like that, and they brought it upon themselves, if you will. Or you can take also an Eastern approach. You see, here's another guy here, he's got a sign saying any work. I mean, but no one's going to give him a job. And so, sorry folks, so like, you know, there's an idea that it's sort of in India that people say, well, let the people starve because it's their karma, you know, the people who are living on the streets. Some people have that sentiment or idea. It's like, well, that's their karma, so what can you do about it? That's what they've chosen in their lot. And that's what they've come here to do, is to suffer or something, and you interfering with that is just going to, you know, cause even further repercussions. There's a lot of these ideas. It's like, why even bother? Because, you know, what you think you're doing is good is often maybe just selfish or going to be detrimental somewhere or another along the line. It's like, so better leave well enough alone or something like that. How's this truck here, hey? Which lane are you? I tell you, yeah. And so now we're on the highway, folks. I'm actually on the way to the airport to pick somebody up. I generally won't do this, but I need to buy some nuts from the nut lady, you know, there's a company who do wholesale nuts, and so that's where I buy from. Nuts are a big part of my diet. I buy very cheap quality because you can buy like one packet of sort of cheap quality for a certain amount, and the good quality costs 3 times the amount of the average quality. Well, the bad quality, not bad, but, you know, not so good quality. Yeah. And so that's what I'm on my way to do now and whatnot. But I don't like I said, I don't like driving. I just find it so unnatural. I find it a stressful thing. I find it very overwhelming. It exhausts me, and whatnot. So I don't know. What am I trying to say? So what can we speak about, folks? How's this advertisement board? Can you see on the right-hand side? I think that's one of the largest in the country. What is it advertising? SA's most loved smartphone. Okay, SA being South Africa's most loved smartphone. I'm sure that's the truth. You know, I'm sure they're not fabricating anything there. And the beautiful scenery and the bright colors and whatever it is. And how many people in this country can actually afford that cell phone? Very, very few. Very few. Yeah, folks, it's just amazing, you know, like if you look at this traffic and you look at cars and you look at like the system, seems like it's in place, you know. There's laws supposedly, but people seem to be doing things, very busy. It seems to be functioning. People's bellies are somewhat full, food on the shelves, etc. In a way, I'm just saying it looks like it's functioning, but it's so not functioning. It's so unsustainable. It's so inorganic, you know, and it's so susceptible to meltdown and breakdown, and from so many levels. It just amazes me, for one, how far we've managed to go without some kind of major global catastrophe hitting us, or just even countries. I mean, Zimbabwe, for example, is on its way. It has been on its way out for a long time, but like, you know, it's extreme, and so it's just. But you would think with, I mean, how fragile things are. How fragile things are, how unsustainable they are. It would really, you know, makes you wonder how we managed to continue as far as we have, and where's it going to go, and whatever. And you know, folks, the thing is that like we've really come about. We're such a materialistic culture and society, whatever way of life, that I mean, most of all that we are doing, you see all these cars, you see all the trucks on the road, you see all of this. Most of this is all just for materialism in a big way. It's just to keep the monster of capitalism, consumerism going. I mean, most of these trucks are carrying, you know, toys and whatnot. And my phone is ringing. I'm sure it's 1 second, folks. But okay, I'm still on my way. Give me about 10 minutes or maybe less, but it's a bit of traffic.
Okay.
Alright, I'll call you when I'm there. Bye. Yeah, so like, what is this all for, folks? What is this all for? It's like, what's the purpose of all of this, really? Sorry, I was saying about the trucks that are filled with useless goodies that are going to be thrown away and taken to the dump yard eventually, you know. It's like we're carrying bricks around. I mean, what's it for? Just so we can have the sort of some creature comforts. It's not for some great divine purpose, folks. I'm saying as what we've become, what human beings represent, and what we're doing with ourselves. It's not. I mean, we're toxifying the environment. All of these cars are using, you know, petrol, gasoline, and whatever. It's like, what are we doing here? We're just all trying to get a comfortable lifestyle, you know, materialistic, comfortable lifestyle, and some kind of social image. I mean, what do you take your kids to? What is school? You know, what's school's about? What's university mostly about? Right? I mean, it's hard for me to concentrate right now and get into the depth of it, but really, it's like, it doesn't have much purpose. I'm not saying that life itself on a spiritual or sacred level doesn't have a purpose. Of course it does. But the way that we've designed life now has got really no purpose but to become a winner, or to make life as sort of comfortable as possible. In any sort of way. I'm not just saying like so you can have a nice couch or you can have a nice cold beer at the end of the day. I'm saying also comfortable psychologically. That you have all the TV and you have all the whatever it is, all the distractions and things like that. You have all of that stuff. See how much advertising there is on this road, hey? So much advertising. It's like, so we can be, numb psychologically and spiritually numb. I mean, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to disconnect ourselves as much as we can from truth, reality, nature, growth, purpose, meaning. That's what we're trying to do as a collective. Okay? As a collective, that's what we're striving for. Like the cement truck in front of us, I think it's a cement truck. Maybe it's, don't know if it's, who knows what, whatever, like to build houses for mansions for people to live in, and we're destroying the earth so we can, and you know what I'm saying, it's nothing new of what I'm saying, right? I mean, I'm not saying anything but the reasons that we wake up and we sit in traffic and to go to jobs that we hate and to earn money that we spend frivolously and that's our meaning. And sit in traffic for hours and let our life be wasted away in a way. For many don't even have a choice. In this country, many is survival. It's like minimum wage, but just so they are able, but also they don't spend, people, even on minimum wage, they don't spend their money thoughtfully, They're riddled with addictions of all kind. I mean, a lot of the people's money goes to alcohol, or goes into debt, or goes into buying a car that they can't afford, or something or other. So it's like, it's a horrible situation, what you're giving your life, blood and energy for, right? I mean, I know these guys off the streets, they call them peace jobs, where you'll give them a job for one day, sort of moving boxes or some kind of laborious job, and you give them the money, and they'll take the money and a good share of it they'll just spend it on booze. Okay, so it's like, so what are they working for? And I know, depending on which part of South Africa you're in, most parts of South Africa, more of the rural, you simply work just so you can drink. I've spoken about this before, So it's like, this is what life's become about, and for most, it's a type of hell, folks. It's a type of hell. I mean, we're slaves and we don't even know it. And they say the best type of slave is the one who thinks he is free. And we think we are free. We're given all the devices to self-destruct, to self-sabotage, all of it. I mean, the technology that we praise, and I mean, look at the cell phone tower on the left-hand side. Often the cell phone tower, it's like you can, connect interdimensionally. There's so much, even on the right-hand side, you can't really see. But like, technology, I'm saying that we don't even realize how polluting we are from the airwaves of how, the benefit. We think that it's only benefit, but we're given this technology, and it's what does he say in Revolver, the movie Revolver? He says, get your opponent to be consumed in their own consumption. Your adversity, those who show adversity, get them consumed in their own consumption, get them consumed in their own desires, in their own distraction, and whatever it is. That's what you got to do, and they won't be an opponent anymore. I mean, here's cell phones, right? If you can see the poster in front of me, I'm not sure if you can. You should be able to. What does it say? Be a super dad on SA's best 4G network. Now, he's holding a 4G cell phone, right by that baby's head. Now, as we know that the baby's skull is not fully developed, okay? And so the radiation has a stronger effect on an infant than it does on an adult. And that's the advert, showing how safe it is in a way to be using 4G. And 5G is just around the corner. So You're damned, folks. You're damned. I mean, these advertisements, they're in your face. You're driving on the highway. They're so subliminal. You're not even thinking about it, but it goes into your subconscious, and it's controlling you. And it's controlling you. And people don't know the wiser. They don't know the wiser. You know, they look at this advert here. Hello, Joburg on the left. ABSA, it's a bank. Okay. What shit is that? There's just adverts everywhere, folks. They place them just wherever they possibly can. Like this one here, JC Decoy or something in French. What's this? The sense of the city. Ugh. I mean, they just put it everywhere. And they make it all look so... I'm sure we passed so many adverts on the way, I didn't even realize it, but it's in my subconscious. So no wonder I'm overwhelmed. Well, no wonder how many images we're going to see now. Let's see how many images we're going to see now just coming around this corner. Okay, here's one. African's global manufacturing air logistics platform. Special, I don't know what that is. Alright, fine. Here's another one. Enjoy your journey. Get the best entertainment on the go. So that's 3 adverts already within what? How many seconds, folks? Don't pass the buck. Recycle glass. Here's another one. Wonder Carriers. Us higher. It's a South African Airways. Spider Tech. What's this? Something kind of engineered for movement. Blah, blah, blah. How many adverts, folks? And that was nothing. I'm not even driving fast. Here's another one as well. Here's another one as well. Another ABSA as well. Whatever it is. There's another one as well. Liberty. It's like, can I have a laugh, please? Beyond all your advertisements and whatnot. Thank you very much. So can you see we're so bombarded? We are so bombarded. It is ridiculous. And we don't even know it. And we don't even know it. Folks. It's intense. Anyways, I'm at the airport. It's a bit of a ramble. I'm sorry all over the show. I know I can't really concentrate, but at least you maybe gotten a bit of a feel of what sort of Johannesburg is like. Again, more of the upmarket side of things, the parts that are not as rural or underdeveloped in a sense. Alright, so I don't know. Hopefully that was somewhat interesting and my ramble wasn't going on for too long. Whatever it is. Alright folks, we'll chat soon. Take care.